It's just gone 22 minutes past 7 a.m. You're still tuned into the morning show right here on ETV. Now, from Polokwane to Peru, our next guest is proof that age is no barrier when purpose is involved. At just 17, she's already a national title holder, a youth advocate, and a role model to teens across the country. Crowned Miss Teenager South Africa in December, she's now gearing up to represent us on the global stage. Please help me welcome Pearl Mathebula, Miss Teen SA 2024-2025. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, man. Talk to me about being crowned Miss Teen SA, right? Like, what was that experience like for you?
It was actually a very proud moment for me because I'm actually from a very small village where dreams are very small, and me entering Miss Teenager South Africa was for me to prove to kids in the villages that they can dream big. So me winning this title actually showed that you shouldn't let where you come from define who you can become.
Absolutely. Talk to me about the preparation before, heading onto these big stages. I mean, you did your very first pageant in 2022. Talk to me about the sort of preparation and the inspiration that you drew from that made you feel like, you know what, I could be coming from a small town or a small community, but I am capable of achieving whatever I set my mind to.
So preparing for pageant, it is very difficult,
sure,
but it's something that you should prepare yourself mentally, telling yourself that I'm going to win. Even if you do not win on that stage, you should know that you're already a winner because you've come so far. And preparing for Peru, it's actually a very hectic schedule because I have like 3 weeks and 6 days until I leave.
Sure.
Yes. So I make sure that at least twice a week I am practicing for each category that I'll be doing when I'm in Peru.
Sure.
Yes.
In the midst of all of that preparation, there's still school that you're juggling, there's still your advocacy work that you're juggling. Talk to me about what is keeping you grounded through all of the things that you are trying to keep balanced.
I feel like having a schedule of what you plan on doing, it's very important because you mentally prepare yourself of what you're going to do this week, next month, and all of that. And having a support system is very important because my friends, my family keep reminding me that, Pro, you are strong, you can do this, even though it's difficult, but we have your back.
Yeah, and it's good to have a support system, right? Because they also just take off a big load from you, right? They help you manage all the other small things that might have needed your attention just so you can actually just focus on, coming back from Peru with that crown, right?
Yes.
Talk to me then about your advocacy. I know that body positivity is something that you are quite passionate about, or that's very close to your heart. Talk to me about body positivity and why it's so close to your heart.
So growing up, I was made fun of for being very tall. I was the tallest girl in my grade.
In your grade, yeah.
Especially with the boys, so they would make fun of me for being tall, and I was also skinny.
Yeah.
So when I entered pageantry, I found out that there were something called advocacies, something that people stand for.
Yeah.
So I realized that I wanted to help people love who they are, to embrace their authentic selves and never be ashamed of their imperfections.
Yeah, and I think that's so important, right? Because
Yes.
we are living now in a society where, especially with the rise of social media, there's just a lot that people are looking at that is making them doubt themselves, that is making them aspire to be something that is not them. In a world like that, what would you like to say to young girls that are maybe aspiring to looking to other people but forgetting about themselves?
You should never use people's eyes to see the beauty within them.
Yeah.
Always stay true to yourself. Always remember that your imperfections are the things that make you stand out. Stop trying to blend in because it's like trying to fake yourselves just so people can accept you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not very unique. I don't like looking like other people. So
Yeah.
when you're authentically yourself, that's something truly special.
Absolutely. I mean, we're all brought on this earth for a particular reason, and
Yes.
we'll never really find out if we're trying to be everyone else but ourselves.
Yes.
So I love that, you know, you are speaking that to young girls, that you are continuing to remind them of the importance of, you know, loving who they are, loving their skin, loving themselves. I think it's very important, especially in the times that we're finding ourselves in now.
Yes.
You've now gone and mentioned that resilience has shaped your journey, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about pageantry and some of the tough moments that you've actually had to like persevere through.
So me entering pageantry was me preparing myself that I was going to fail, because success doesn't come on the first try. Because like you might not know, you might fail 10 times, but on the 11th try, you might succeed. So when I re-entered Miss Teenager South Africa, I was a bit hesitant because I wasn't really sure that I was going to make it. I wasn't sure that, okay, you're going to enter the second time, what if you lose? But I actually prayed to God that, God, please help me to go through this entire journey. Even though it's going to be hard, I know that at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Talk to me then about heading to Peru, right? Because you're not just representing yourself, but you're representing an entire country, South Africa. Do you feel like you carry a lot of pressure on your shoulders just by virtue of coming from a beautiful country that is South Africa?
Well, I won't lie.
Yeah.
There's pressure, but I've...
Naturally so.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've told myself that I've won already.
Nice, I like that. I like that. And, you know, stepping on stage, I think for us that watch, it looks easy, right?
It does.
But there's just a lot that you have to like sometimes unlearn about yourself. There's just a lot that you have to like learn. There's just like a lot of things that you just like have to manage, especially when, you know, strutting your stuff on that stage and representing an entire country. Talk to me about some of the things that you found learning about yourself in preparation of Peru, but also just in pageantry itself.
The first thing I learned was that I was